Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Brandon, and you're watching M.O.N.Comics. And tonight is a special live unboxing of kind of a little experiment I did, where I sent a book that was signed supposedly by a certain artist to CBCS for signature verification. I put out the original video a few weeks ago where I cracked the slab and talking about doing it. And now I'm back, and I have my buddy Ryan, the Colossus collector, said, "Hey, I'm not doing anything on Friday night. I'll jump on and join you." What's going on, Ryan? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Just living my not doing anything life over here.
I knew you were gonna say something. Sorry, dude. I mean, you probably canceled like 3 plans to be in the show. Like,
oh yeah, I'm just my social calendar just got cleared for this.
I appreciate it. I mean, I miss you guys. I missed the crew from Terrificon. It was over a month ago now, and like it went fast, but at the same time it didn't. Like I have like very fond memories of us driving over to Mike's and driving down there and just living in that hotel for 3 days.
It always goes by so fast, but man, yeah, I mean, people are probably sick of us talking about it, honestly, because we've been milking that cow for since we got back, and yeah, it was awesome. I'm already like thinking about next year's stuff, and
I'm trying to figure it out. Let's our freaking usual suspect in the chat, some lovely people. Richard, what is up? Richard modded for me. I just like added him as a mod and hit him up on Instagram. Was like, I hope you don't mind, I added you as a mod. He's like, no, I'm fine with it. And then the last live stream I did, he like does this breakout job of like the best moderating I've ever seen without any prompts from me. I was like, well, I guess we got to pay you now. So Richard, thank you for doing that. Thanks for being here. Doug Bakken, my boy Doug, he's been in all of our streams. He's starting his channel soon. He has an Instagram page. I'll link that in the description of this video afterhand. Comic Collector Coach, is that what it is, Doug? Let me know, but I'm very excited for that to start. Our man from Finland, Jussa, what's going on, dude? Then we got who else? The Library 88. Hello, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. My boy Jay from up north in Watertown, New York. Renegade Rants Comics. What's going on, buddy? Matt and Clemson. What's up, dude? Those books that Justin sent us, the Nightwing books. He's like Matt and Clemson went out and bought like the whole run, and that's what I'm afraid I'm going to do because it was such a good read. So what's up, Matt? Yo, Hayden, I got your box over here, you crazy man. I'm making a video with like a bunch this week, so it's gonna be awesome. Los, I will never forget. Welcome to Los. So he's waiting in the Chris Claremont line, getting to meet him finally, and he busts open a bag of like 10 comics. Sweetheart. Chris Parker, my boy out in Buffalo. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Who else has joined the chat? Anyone else? I'm scrolling down. Just these guys. Well, so I brought you here tonight. I want to talk about, first I want to show some stuff quick that Troy from Awesome Comic Box with Troy sent me for my birthday, which was totally unnecessary. I want to talk CBCS and CGC comparisons since this was my first sub with them. I'll reveal the book. I'm ready to pull up grader notes in case the grades went up or down. I want to see the comparison between CGC and CBCS. I want to talk estimated value if the signature was in fact real. I'd like to see what was going on with that. As Big B McFly, the comic guy, the guru, the holder of an FF1 now, folks. And it's a good looking FF1. All of us like that look at FF1s were like, it's roached and stuff. It's like 1.0, 1.5. We're like, that's a good copy for me. Brian's is beautiful. So congrats again, Brian, on that.
Thank you.
We just looked at that one from Chillectables that was like a 1.0 or whatever, and we're all like, ooh.
I'm telling you, I think that would have been my Strange Tales 89. You look how roached that is, and that's a 1.5, and that Chillectables FF looked better. So you know, you never know what you're going to get with a
copy. It was actually more on the inside, right? It was the back, and then the inside cover was like drawn on and stuff, but the front.
Yes, it was. Bigby, show it. Don't be shy.
You know he's got it right there.
I would too. Look at that. Beautiful. Woo, woo. That is one of, you know, Steven Steppo, our boy, Collecto6, made a great point. I mean, that's still like a Marvel monster book. The Thing was a Marvel monster. They're fighting this monster that the Mole Man riled up. Like, that is like one of the big monster books. Beautiful looking book.
I'd say that's the biggest monster book.
I would say too.
Hulk's a monster too, right?
If you want to classify it in that camp.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Hulk's a
Bigby,
monster too. So
yeah. So like I said, I'm just gonna go down like this list of kind of what I had prompt for the show. But awesome toy or comic box of Troy. Sees my birthday within a day is like package en route, and I'm like, you didn't have to do that, dude. It was too kind, but it said, Brandon, happy belated birthday. Hope you enjoy these gifts. Pass on anything you don't need. Okay. The Croak comic was an interesting horror read. Tell me what you think. Hope you're doing well and have a great year, Troy. Troy like came out to Terrificon with us and just inserted himself so simply into our like group of guys that had been planning. It was like a seamless transition for him to hang out with us, and we had a blast with him, and we had some great interactions. So the first thing he sent me, which I didn't have, which I should have, but it's beautiful, is Aliens vs. Avengers. That is freaking this Scotty Young cover. What's
it's
that?
a really good story too. I saw that recap online.
Dude,
really
I heard it was, and I love it because it says, on a grading scale of absorbing man to Thanos, how much of a problem is this? And she's saying, I'm going to be honest, we're zipping right past the Mad Titan and landing somewhere near Galactus. To the Black Panther down there. So what's up, John Big Daddy? What's going on, buddy? What's he need? Need issue 16 to complete volume 1. Holy crap.
16 issues. So
16 issues. Still,
he's getting
pretty
close.
Close. Yeah. So that was the first book of this awesome Running with the Devil Bullseye #1. I can't wait to read this because I do love me a Bullseye villain. Cool. And then he sent me 3 issues of the horror comic Croak that he was talking about. I'm always out for Alterna Comics, so I'm always out for a good. So he sent me the first 3 issues. Totally looks like it's up my alley, doesn't it?
I'd say that looks like a M.O.N.
But what blew my mind?
Oh snap!
Oh,
it's black and white. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's the Werewolf by Night black and white version.
That's very cool.
Anyone who doesn't know Troy's channel and his background, he was a prolific Funko collector. And he kind of did like what I did with Magic the Gathering, in that we just were like, you know what, I'm done with this, and just shifted into comics. And his collection is amazing. So thank you for either saving this or going out and get it for me. I already cleared space because I had this open. And then the other one, I've been looking at this on eBay, the Marvel Legends Man thing.
Oh, sweet.
From 2004. So it's now 20 years old. It's got a stand and stuff. I really want to break this open and display it, but I think it's actually worth.
That's always the thing with toys, man. Keep them in the package or not. Like I kind of
comic.
I always want to pull them out too, but that's apparently the wrong thing to do.
I know. I want to, but I'll tell you what. For right now,
kind of makes me want to buy 2, right? So you could break one out and then keep one in the packaging.
Well, like I said, I think that's a pricey one. So Troy, break it out. John says. So Troy, thank you, dude. That was too much, man. And like I didn't have any man figures, so now I got a freaking wall behind me.
I love actually Man Thing in the Funko Pop, because the eyes, the Funko Pop eyes, which like all those they look like Man Thing eyes, right? Like they don't look like, it doesn't look like the Funko Pop, right? Their style fits Man Thing
goes
really
with it.
well.
Yeah,
it's really cool actually.
Next gen. I just got my first couple figures. I ripped them out of the package immediately. Amen. And then anyone who's sticking around or watches the end of this video, I said I announced the giveaway. So I had Daredevil #9, I had Hellbound, I had a bunch of other comics. I'm also adding DC Special #1 because there's no DC love in there. Teen Titans #1, and Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin #1. Grant Morrison.
I want Batman and Robert #1.
Batman and Robert, yeah. So these will be in the giveaway too. I'll announce it at the end of the video. I have the picker pulled up on my phone, so we'll do it live. But guys, the reason we're here, crack this thing open and see if it's yellow. But CBCS, let me tell the chat the differences I found. This is my first time submitting to CBCS, and I don't know if it's because I'm a CGC member that it's usually cheaper to go through CGC, but for CBCS, there is no membership except like this elite tier, and you have to be submitting a lot of books to even like join that. I couldn't find anything on the website. So for the expedited grading, 15-day turnaround, The signature verification, of course, I had it pressed there, and 2-day return shipping was $167. And I built the same cart in CGC, and the total with shipping back was $115. So that's quite a cost difference. I don't know if, again, because of my membership to CGC, which is about to run out, so I guess I could do it again next month and kind of experiment. But like CBCS is known as the second to CGC, and like you wouldn't think that price difference would be that big, but it was. And I don't like their interface is just not great. Have you guys used it? Have either of you guys sent comics to CBCS? I know Ryan has.
One time.
Travis did a lot for a while then.
Yeah, I just didn't like. I mean, there's no customer service number. Like you have to email. Like you can't. I didn't find a place where you could call. So CGC's website was far and away much better than the CBCS experience. But regardless, I got this. I was telling Ryan backstage before you got there, Bigby, and I'm telling the rest of the chat that I went with CBCS to kind of speak with my wallet. CGC is just their track record lately. And I know Banana Gate seemed to be modern books, but I didn't want to take a chance right now. If they're having any kind of thing where they're testing stuff, it's not going right. And also I told Ryan, I don't know if you can agree or disagree with this, Bigby, but if this is a legit John Buscema signature on one of, if not maybe his most iconic covers or inside the page of it, I don't think the difference, the value of CBCS to CGC, I think when you have an autograph like that, it's going to be wanted regardless. Would you agree to that statement? If it's, I mean, Buscema passed away in what, 2002, 2003, over 20 years ago.
He's not finding anything new. I mean,
right. Obviously Stanley is the big signature to have, right? Like he created most of what we know as Marvel Universe, and that's the one that everyone wants. But everyone knows he was signing anything and everything up until he passed away. So I was having a hard time trying to find actual Buscema. I couldn't find any sold Buscema comics. There's 2 on eBay. There's a Silver Surfer and a CBCS 4.0, and they want $2,000, which we obviously know is ludicrous. And then there's a Silver Surfer number 2 signed by Buscema, and they want over $700, and that is in fact ludicrous as well. So like I couldn't find any sold stuff. Like what do you think, Brian? What do you think it does to the value?
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends. You got to find the Buscema collector, right? I mean, if somebody's willing to pay for that autograph, then it makes a big difference, right? But we've had this discussion with other people before, but like if you don't collect autographs, then to some people autographs are actually damaging the book. They feel like it's detracting from the book. So
but they're more those certain people, you got to admit, are also more will fall into the line of, if it's on the inside, I don't care as much. Like they're usually pretty purist about the cover.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say that's a bold statement to speak with your wallet that way, to put, to take it that far and to take a big book like that and then send it to CBCS rather than CGC, because you are taking a hit on the resale value regardless. I mean, so.
But I'm saying, I guess, like, if I'm going to have this, I'm going to have this for 20. My kids are going to get this. Will it really matter at that point? We don't know, right now it matters. But also I was thinking too, like, if I'm not happy, I could send it to CGC, right? I could send it back.
That's true.
And I don't know what the grade, I didn't look. I don't have any idea if it's even verified or what the grade went up or down. So I don't know what we're working with. If it will be, CGC graded it at a 5.0. And, so let's get into. So it's going to be yellow if it's verified, right? And if it's going to be blue if it's not. Like they automatically do it. It's not like CGC where they have to put the black thing on top of the yellow because they already had that for Signature Series.
Yeah.
Right. Do they have a toggle where you can put, don't grade it if it's not authenticated?
I didn't see again. The website was just not really user friendly. I'm going to go big. Okay, so I'm going to try to. I've never unboxed a CBCS book. So packaged well. They went with the tissue paper outside of bubble wrap. Again, I don't know if it's because of the value of the comic or whatnot, but all right. I don't know where the grade is. I don't know how I could do this without seeing the color of the label.
Drum roll.
Just try to do it blindfolded, and we'll tell you you're holding it upside down.
I just got in. We have a yellow label.
Uh-oh. Well, that's good.
We have a yellow label. This is freaking exciting. I was sweating, guys. Like, you don't know. All right, I can cover up the grade from here. All right, let me take it out of the bag. Packaging was really great.
I think your level of risk was probably a little lower too. I mean, like if somebody's gonna like,
oh, it's their old label. Oh no, that's the new label. Never mind.
that's
Sorry.
the new one.
Yeah, that's your new one. Sorry, my bad.
So, yes, this is huge. Verified signature, John Buscema on first page.
That's awesome.
I can't believe I own a John Buscema autograph. Like that jazzes me up.
I can believe when you picked it up, I was like, wait, it's what? It's signed too? Cool. I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Okay, did it go up? Did it go down? Let's say the same.
Ooh. Went down.
We went down a grade, fellas.
Damn.
Ow.
A whole grade.
A whole grade. White pages. What did this say? Off-white to white. So here's some discrepancies already. Right?
Oh, gosh. Now, okay, sorry. You said you got this pressed?
I did at their services because I didn't have time to send it to Jeff and then out. I'm not too bummed because I was more in my head. I was more concerned about the signature.
Yeah.
Right. So if this had come back a blue label 4.0, I really would have felt like I got kicked in the cojones. So I got the yellow label, which is great. I'm going to bring up. Okay. So CGC grader notes for this book said light creasing to cover, light scuffing to cover, light spine stress lines to cover, small split bottom front cover, small split top of back cover. Okay, so I'm just logging into my CBCS account. Okay, when you log in, it goes into recently graded. It shows you verified 4.0. So I'm glad I didn't go into this because you would have seen it right away. These notes: spine stress and small spine wear breaks color front cover, spine split top, 1/4 inch and bottom 3/4 inch front cover, and top 1 inch back cover, corner, edge, and surface wear to cover with creases, breaks color front cover. So a lot of the same words in different ways, but this one's different. Couple small light stains, lower back cover. It just says couple small light stains, lower back cover. I'm honestly not seeing any kind of staining.
Yeah,
I don't see anything.
Pretty clean to me. Unless it's on the inside of the back cover. But that would come through, you'd think, right?
Yeah, staining would come through. Small light stains, lower back cover.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
the other difference, did it say there was a split on both top and bottom in the CGC on the front? It sounded like maybe it got damaged while they were grading it. The front, because the front sounds like it's got a new split that wasn't there.
No, it says small split bottom of front cover, small split top of back cover.
And then the new one, it says front. It says top and bottom.
Richard's reader notes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. So like you're saying, okay, so small front cover, spine split top 1/4 inch and bottom 3/4 inch front cover. Maybe they did, Big B. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, it sounds like they damaged the front cover when they were grading it.
Doug also, raises a good point. Like maybe CBCS grades a little harsher. It's potential as well. I mean, honestly, I think it always just comes down to like kind of what Richard's saying, right? Like, is the grade? Did you get a harsh grader or a soft grader? Did the guy have a bad day or a good day?
Did he have a good lunch before he came back and graded your book? Or
Yeah, is he in a rush? Is he not in a rush? Like,
I'll tell you what.
It's like going through the border, right? You never know what the guy at the border is gonna be like, right?
Thanks, Josie. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I do love how that yellow and the label with the Silver Surfer yellow.
That was the true purpose, right? Was to get confirmation that signature was good,
Right. It dropped a grade. It's lower value because it's CBCS. But it does have, it's an iconic cover, and it has the autograph of the artist of the cover inside. So, I mean, like I said, this will stay with my kids. I think this is a great historic piece that, not many people have.
right.
I haven't talked to another collector I'm going to start reaching out. I might start to research how many Buscema comics are out. It's funny. This is the same grade. That's the one for sale on eBay that's signed by Buscema. The only other one I could find.
For sale right now?
For sale right now. They're asking $2,000 our best offer. And to be honest, I watched it because I watched anything signed by someone, which was just 2 comics I could find. And he shot me an offer of I don't know, 1,500 maybe. He was willing to deal. And I don't know if he just knew that it was that
with a book like that, like we've been talking about, there's not a lot of Buscema signatures, and I could totally see a seller will just throw that on eBay at the price they want, that they think,
right,
and then wait for the Buscema fan to come along and be like, this is the only one, right?
1440 they offered to sell it to me for, which I still think is very high. Rohan said, he was guessing 700 to 800. Dan said higher end of top of 800. I mean, I just wouldn't sell it because, like I said, I can't. Oh, Jim Below, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you in forever, man. I hope you're well. I hope you move back home. And Mike Davis, local dude, what's going on, buddy? I just can't find anything. I challenge anyone in the chat, if you know of anyone with Buscema autographs or Real Test. Yeah, we're actually talking about this. Real Test is to crack it, send the CGC and see what happens. Yeah. I might in the future. I think I'm just gonna
I will say, in terms of Banana Gate going on and stuff, that is, like you said, modern books. That is also a square bound book, right? So that's not going to be as affected by that issue. I at least I don't think it would be.
I don't think so. But
those spines are a lot heavier.
But this one does have spine splits at the top and bottom.
That's when you read that thing about the split on the front, I was like, those books are more prone to splitting because they take a lot more stress at those points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of corner crunches and stuff on here.
It's very common for that, from either top or bottom, for it to start to fray and tear.
I do like this case. I'm still confused on how this was off-white to white and this is white. I don't understand.
Lower grades.
Right. Yeah, you make a great point.
It's a perfect example, like we were saying, is that you never know what you're going to get with grading. It's not an exact science.
It was. I will say they quoted a 15-day turnaround time, and I'll be damned if it wasn't there, pressed, verified, graded, and back 15 business days from when I sent it, or from when they received it. Sorry, from when they received it. So it took them a couple days to receive it, but they were right on. Yeah, Chris, it could be a waste of my money to have it in there. Maybe later in life, maybe, you know, like I said, this is gonna be for my kids. If something happens with the market where CGC all of a sudden, you know, gains some great confidence back by something they do, and, you know, they become the definitive. But I mean, right now, I just was really, you know, I was like, why would I? There's just so much stuff going on there. I just didn't know. And maybe I took my chances. Maybe something happened to this book there, and that's why the grade lowered. Maybe CBCS just grades higher or lower, I mean, like, or harder, rather.
You never know what could have happened when they were grading. It could have happened when they were pressing. You know. So
these cases seem, I don't know. They're thinner, if that matters to anyone. They're a small bit thinner.
There's definitely a difference.
They feel different.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to get into too many comparisons because I'll be wrecking my my video that I've been working on. But yeah, there's definitely a difference. Spoiler alert.
Right. Yes. So I'm happy. I'm still happy. Like I said, I was more worried about the Buscema signature being legit. And like John from Big Daddy Russ, he has an 8.0 this book, but he'd rather have this copy and hang on to the history. Yeah.
Well, and that copy has the memories of Terrificon and everything too with it, right?
Oh yeah, this thing's on an adventure, you know. So very Gary. I would like to talk to Gary and see like why he didn't send this in for verification. I don't know if he sent it in for grading or if he just picked it up and he meant to or what, but because this is unique. Yeah, then it came home and cracked it out of the old slab. So it's been a couple months process. It actually went pretty quick once I sent it out and stuff. I don't know that Jeff from Comic Spot could have done much with this as far as like the damage that's on the corners and you know, the color breaks and stuff. And it's a square bound
also
book.
The square bound, right? Yeah,
right.
He's been on record saying like that definitely limits what he's able to do with books for sure.
Right, and Jeff's always, you know, he's the one to tell you first. I'm trying to make the book better. If I can't make it look better, then I'm not going to even. There's no point in trying, especially lower grades. I mean, this is a mid grade. You know, it was an official middle grade from CGC, but you start going to the 1s and 2s, and he's like, "There's not much you're going to be able to do to it there," you know. But I can't believe it's going.
Those things they have the staples in there too.
Yeah.
So the staple is actually going up through the book, up against the front cover.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So when you press it, if you don't have the right kind of equipment, the staples will protrude through the cover.
Yeah. It's
chat.
Tricky.
Do you see a stain, chat? Anyone see a stain? I don't know what they're talking about. Seriously.
Clean as can be from my vantage point.
Yeah, it looks good.
They said bottom, right? Bottom back cover. Yeah.
Bottom. Couple small light stains, lower back cover. I guess I'm gonna have to get like a magnifying glass and look, because I seriously, there's like no. Oh wait, they dinged it, man. Hold on, let's see if I can.
Okay,
it's on shop. See shop right there. See it?
Oh yeah, right there, a little tiny.
They dinged that. Whoa.
That's a ding.
They must have counted that against me. It's a stain. What's up, Angry Otter? Yeah, blacklight. I need to blacklight it, John. You're absolutely right. But no, I'm really happy. Yeah, it went down a grade, but I got a piece of history. Now I've got, thanks to Bigby, a Stan Lee autograph book on the inside and a John Buscema. So I've got like some of the big heavy hitters. Yeah, so it probably does show her.
Send that Lee off to get authenticated, or
what's that, buddy?
Are you gonna send that Lee off to get authenticated?
Yeah, you know what? That was like, I mean, I know that's a Stan Lee. You know, like it's from a comic store, and then you found it. You know, like he signed a ton. Like it's this that I was, you know, more like I want to get it out and verify it as quick as possible. But I think I'll send the Stan Lee in to CGC and see what. No, you know what? I'll wait. I'm just gonna wait on it. Because, and then if I want to get them both sent in, sometimes I will. But I like to
Right.
look at the Stanley. I do have a high res picture I took of this one that I'm going to get printed out and framed. So guys, yeah, I think we can just go. I want to see what you guys got coming up, because I know you guys have stuff coming up. Before I let these guys talk about what they got coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Well, I mean, there's tons of stuff going on. I think it kicks off with Comics with Cliff at 10 a.m. for Comics Curing Cancer. They're doing a huge fundraising event all weekend. And it's really important if you can go, like, check out the stuff. There's tons of cool stuff that they are going to have for sale on across multiple channels. So that's definitely happening this weekend. Ryan, we'll go with you, buddy. What do you got coming up?
What do I got coming up? I've been very, very, very slacking on a video for when I visited Toronto Fan Expo Canada. It was literally the weekend after Terrificon. I still haven't put out the video.
You're wild.
Yeah, I know it's getting long in the tooth. It got to a point where it's like, it's already been so long. I just had to do other things, and it just kept getting pushed back. So I'll eventually get that out. The Council of X is, ongoing. I don't have the exact date for our next episode, but it will be our Brotherhood of Evil Mutants draft. So if you've been watching in the past, we did earlier in the year an X-Men team draft where everybody got to basically do kind of like a fantasy draft of their X-Men teams. We're going to do that now with the Brotherhood of Mutants. It was a lot of fun, really fun episode. So looking forward to doing that. And I'm working on a new live stream show as well.
Ooh,
for the channel. I haven't announced anything official or specific yet, but that is coming very soon.
that is awesome. I love hearing it.
And
Your
that's
Council of X is amazing. Your Council of X is amazing. You do cool shit. We all know it. The chat knows it. Big Me McFly, the comic guy. I know you got stuff coming up.
I just dropped a video today, which is a recap of the Rose City Comic Con. Actually, some footage that Mike, he's always got stuff coming out left and right, and he didn't have time to get it shoehorned into all his, so he said didn't want it to go to waste. So I just popped that up on my channel, and bunch of other, like Colossus said, residual little things I'm trying to push out that I had been meaning to get out. I want to. I've got a couple irons in the fire things I want to get going again. Have to take Comic Book shout outs, one of them. So
right. What about Heroes for Heroes?
Oh yeah, we got Heroes for Heroes coming up. That's true. Richard would have kicked me in the butt for not saying that one. Yeah, we got Heroes for Heroes coming up. That's going to be here in October, and it's for the Mission 22 for the veterans. So we're doing a fundraiser for that. We'll be auctioning off a whole bunch of books and art and cool stuff like that. And you can also donate directly to that if Richard pops that portal up there on the screen. That's actually going right now. We're taking donations for that. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, Heroes for Heroes, it's mental health assistance for veterans who are dealing with PTSD or any kind of mental health issues, to make sure that they don't do anything that's going to harm themselves. So
that's awesome.
That's quite a common thing that happens. So trying to stop that. So yeah, and then doing also the fundraiser for Jen for Comics Will Break Your Heart. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, she's a comic community member who's been fighting cancer for over a year, and so we're trying to help her focus on getting better and not have to worry about finances. So she's been going through chemo and all that for over a year, and so we're just really trying to support her. So
I just bought a mystery box from Tessa is a Nerd, where some of the proceeds went to Jen. She did a cool thing. We all met Tessa. She was a sweetheart, and I'm happy to get some mystery boxes. Can be mystery boxes, but like when portions of proceeds are going to charity, I'm like, oh, I'm winning anyways. This is a good thing. That's awesome, Big B. Definitely check out Heroes for Heroes when that comes up, because last year I thought I was cool and got a signed huge print of the original, the first Predator comic signed by Chris Warner, which I thought was cool. And then Big B drops his video day, and Chris, the Bronze Age nerd, is like, "Oh, we've got these Predator prints signed by Chris Warner," and they're all like,
these are aimed right at you, buddy.
It was like,
Brandon doesn't have the wall space.
yeah, that's what I started thinking. I'm like, oh, I started getting anxiety. I'm like, well, I can't take Bigby's down, but I guess I could take Boba Fett down. Oh, I got a space there. It was like, because they're all just beautiful. So like, definitely go there, guys.
They're very cool.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Donate to Jen's
And,
GoFundMe if you can.
Richard just asked about, yeah, Richard, I'm getting ready to start. There's a special project I'm getting ready to start, an art project that's going to do something that's also another side project for fundraising. So
that
stay tuned
awesome.
for that.
I love it. Great idea. You have great ideas. Quick plug before I give this giveaway. I've got the Halloween special on the 26th of this month, the M.O.N.Comics second annual Halloween show. The first one was my most viewed live stream I've ever done. All you guys were there. And it's going to be back and awesome. I'm not getting a tattoo this year. I just, that was a one and done. I already ordered my costume. I am going to host the hell out of the show, and I hope to make a lot of people laugh. And I hope to see as many people there as possible. There'll be trivia to win books. There'll be giveaways like I did last year, and just a lot of horror comics with good friends. That'll probably run, I'm probably going to do like an 8 to 10 and have like 5 creators jump on like last year at 8. And then they jump off at 9 and 5 more jump on. And that keeps everyone, like, you're not sitting for a whole 2-hour stream. Just get an hour in to come show some books. And that's going to be a blast. I've got a huge unboxing with Tesla as a Nerd and some other stuff that was sent to me. And I'll also, when I want to talk, when I open Tesla's box about a Jen's GoFundMe campaign and try to garner, everyone's casting a different net in different directions, I feel. So I think that would be good. And then, CBC Awards voting closes the 19th. You can vote for me, but you can also go vote for Mike from Lunch Money Comics, because that man is he is Neo. He deserves it. And if anyone's throwing votes anywhere, he's too humble to say anything. So I'm gonna have to use my channel to plug him. But I know he'd appreciate it, and I know he deserves it a lot, because he's just been so awesome with all of us and just does a great job. So anywho, I got all the content or all the stuff loaded up for the winner for my giveaway that I talked about 2 videos ago. So 68 comments. Congrats to John Ballou 2753. I know you're not watching the chat, but congratulations, dude. I will screenshot this and put on my community page. You can reach out to me on Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram, leave a comment on this video and I'll find a way to get my email address. But congratulations, dude. I got a whole bunch of books ready to send out to you on Monday. Let me screenshot that quick. To the chat, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks always. I see so many faces in these streams as I do when Big B's doing a stream, when Ryan's doing a stream. We really do. The circle, the community, the people who support and why. Yeah, like we can't do this without people showing up to support us, or it makes it more fun. It makes it more fun. I'll tell you that. Yeah, exactly. So
talking to each other, and there's nobody.
Yeah, we're just like, well,
it's just us talking.
I want to talk to you guys anyways.
Right.
So Ryan and Big B, thank you for joining the show. I love you guys. I appreciate you coming on the show and being here for a little bit of comic history. A John Buscema autograph has been unearthed on M.O.N.Comics. Let's check out I want to see if other YouTubers have any where they've found a Buscema autograph. I've got some research to do. I'm in now. So guys, have a great rest of your Friday night. To my guests and everyone in the chat, have a great, safe weekend. It is spooky season. And until next time, keep reading those comics.